But what surprised me most about this hemispheric enthusiasm was ultimately its racial implications, because as editors throughout the nation almost universally reported, actually, Spanish Americans in particular, as they were declaring independence, were also passing gradual anti-slavery laws, proclaiming racial equality as a kind of a national doctrine. They're elevating some men of color to serve as generals and senators and judges and so forth. And yet, even in the Deep South, white people were pretty unfazed by these reports that they're reading in their papers. And I think there's a lot of reasons for this that I can only really scratch the surface of. But I think the key is that as far as US onlookers were concerned, most of Spanish America was far enough away that it seems more like an abstraction than it did a reality. So it enables us to get a reading on abstract US thinking about race and revolution and republicanism and so forth. And what we find is that white US onlookers were more open, I think, to the abstract idea of racial equality than their very anxious responses, to say the least, to Haitian independence had suggested, or for that matter, more than their increasingly unequal reality at home would suggest.